Good day to you. Good day to you. Good day to you. All righty. We are doing the all signs, Aries, all the way through to Pisces for the week ahead. So this is the 26th through to the 1st of February. It's crazy. We are already moving into February. Like that just feels like this month passed by super duper fast. Hello, Vicky. I am really excited to get into this. So let's just hit it head on straight away. We're going to start with Aries. Again, this is for the week ahead. There are no clarifications on this one. We would be here all day. So clarifications happen on Wednesdays. Also, on occasion, I will be doing a pick a card on Mondays, and there will be clarification on those. Hello, Leanne. So let's get into it. Aries, what you need to know. What is coming up for the week ahead for the sign of Aries? Again, I give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So please do always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Ooh, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Wow, lots going on behind the scenes. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. It came in the reverse. Good tarot, you never read in the reverse. It's part of the creator of the decks, how she set the cards up. They just don't get read in the reverse. So, Aries, overall energy for this upcoming week. We have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, number 41. That's your connection. Your knowledge, your consciousness, your higher awareness. Like you are in your spiritual mind, if you will. I don't feel like spiritual. I don't feel like it's a mind per se, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. It's pertaining to number 12, privileged lady. Interesting. I almost feel like you are, I don't know if you're seeing the future of yourself, or, so let me back up here. You could be the privileged lady, or you could have a privileged lady coming into your life or in your life. But sat in this energy, if this is your energy, could be somebody else's, but I'm reading it as if it's yours. I feel like you're almost, there's some kind of an understanding or a spiritual connection. Like you're seeing the future. Like you're seeing something that's coming, or you're having this awareness or like this epiphany moment. Now, if this is you, you're almost like seeing this flash or vision of yourself, or like, oh, I know that I'm meant for X, Y, and Z, this, whatever you deem as privilege, because that in itself can be in the eye of the beholder, right? But if you're a masculine, you could be having this vision of somebody coming into your life, or if they're already in your life, like this, I'm feeling very vision, like you're getting a flat, like a movie screen is what I see as my visions. I get like this flash or this screenplay, if you will, in my mind's eye. We have the moon card. Pisces, Cancer energy. Frankly, it's just Pisces, but we'll go with Cancer too, because some people like it to be part of Cancer. But anyway, the moon energy is, it can be facing fears or needing to face your fears, hidden secrets, things like that. I don't feel that at all. I feel like this is a heightening of your intuition, your gifts, like something is coming online. And even if you're not particularly aware of it, or, oh, I don't have those, you can even consider it like your intuition. Like you're getting, like I'm getting, okay, Sounds weird. I don't even know if you're going to know what I'm talking about. But have you ever come across people, I think I knew kids that did this in middle school when I was in middle school, where they would like draw a picture on several different pieces of paper, but when you, I don't know what it's called, like a flip book maybe, but when you'd like flip through it really fast, it would show, they were normally stick figures, but it would show like the stick figure running and jumping, and it's almost like you're getting a flip book image of something that's coming, and it's pertaining to this privileged lady. Again, you could be the privileged lady, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. But we have the Two of Fire. Well, that's you, Aries, and that's passion, drive, desire, forward momentum, creativity, but it's movement. It's like taking action. Now, action, again, is not necessarily letting your ego say, nope, that's where I'm headed. It's like taking divinely guided, inspired action. It feels like there's something, whatever vision you're getting is something that you're keeping your eye on. Like, I don't know what it is or how it's coming, but that's what I'm going to have. Like, I've seen it, and it's a major desire, whatever this image that you've received, or this flip book, like, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm also seeing comic strips, like how it's just like this kind of picture. And then we have the Two of Air. Two of Air. I wish we were clarifying. So the Two of Air is being unwilling or unable to make a decision, which I find very interesting, because I'm not sure what's going to hold you back until I kind of got a glimpse in the underlying energy. So let's head to the underlying energy, and then we'll discuss what's maybe holding you back. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 10, storm warning. And it is pertaining to number 1, a main male. Interesting, because storm warning pertaining to a main male means, well, storm warning is going to be, I mean, if you look at this, we've got waves crashing around, the hurricane or tornado, lightning. So this is all emotional and mental kerfunkery. Like, okay, I just make up my own words. It's okay. And then we even have a cup that's laying here broken. So whatever this is pertaining to isn't necessarily going to bode well with a main male in your life. At this point, I feel like I'm speaking to a feminine Aries, although maybe it's a masculine who has a privileged lady and has another person character in their play of life that, you know, take it how it resonates. But I feel like something isn't going to necessarily bode well with this person. And what I feel like isn't boding well is that you are answering the call. Okay. This is you surrendering. And when I say surrender, it is not like, oh, this is just what it is. This is where I'm going to sit and that's life. No, it's like, I'm hearing, which I think I just got not too long ago, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, I'm open. I'm not going to try to force, control, manipulate. I feel like I'm being led and guided. I'm going with it. I'm like, you lead and guide me. This is something that you're willing to put forth the work, energy, and effort. It's a good vision. Like, I don't know what vision you got, but it's a good one. And you're willing to put forth the work, energy, and effort towards the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about the wheel of karma or destiny, fate. And you're going to get some forward momentum after a time of possible stagnancy. You could be going through this storm warning right now, although it feels like it's going to maybe really pick up a pace next week. I say next week, this coming week. I do this clearly before the week starts. And then we have transformation. The devil. Not the devil, excuse me, the death card. Number 13. I feel like I'm not even telling you the signs. We have Scorpio, we have Pisces, Sag, and then we have Scorpio. So transformation, I feel like you're moving through a transformation. That could be why this person's up in arms. See, it's not necessarily that we don't like change. It's that the people around us don't like to be forced into change. And when we start shifting and changing and we're like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling connected. Like I'm getting these visions. Like life's going to be amazing. The person that's been around us or spending time with us, be it friends, family, coworkers, whatever the case, they're like, I don't want you to change. So in essence, the change is being forced on them. Now they're having to like not understand who you are. Where is all this coming from? So I honestly feel like there's going to be a turbulent time. I'm not clarifying, so I don't necessarily know if this friendship, relationship, whatever you want to call it, is going to make it through the storm, but I feel like you're definitely on the right path. So it doesn't matter. I know that's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. But that Two of Air, I'm telling you right now, if this is why you're unsure about making a choice or a decision, follow your calling. You're on an amazing path. There's something that you're meant to do or see. And don't let anything or anybody hold you back. Okay. By visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. I feel like you're not just visualizing. I feel like you're receiving the vision. As your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good, the perfect action will be inspired from that alignment. And that inspired action is always joyful. Always. All right, we're going to move on to Taurus. As I shuffle, I will go ahead and read the chat because I ignore it while I'm doing my cards. I did move it. In fact, my husband's like, we just need to rearrange that. Honestly, this is my closet. It is a bedroom, but this is where I keep, like, I use this as my closet. And so it being that it's a bedroom without a bed, it's got all of my tarot. It's kind of also my office. But he's like, we just need to get rid of that thing in the back, which is like a super heavy oak. I don't even know like what it is, but I've been kind of like not wanting to because it also holds a lot of my books. Like it has, like this is my, I don't know what you would call it. Like it's like my own personal closet / office / where I keep all of my stuff. It's like my sanctuary. There you go. So I keep moving my camera and moving around the room, but it's like 4 walls. There's only so far you can move. But yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, because I was, the picture looks clearer because there's a window now right on this side. And when it was, I kind of had it curved this way, but it was funky. It wasn't working for me. So it's different now. It's different. It's better. The lighting's better at night, but, like, I don't want to be here at 9 o'clock at night. Hello, Mohammed. The Pacific Northwest. Oh, thank you, Raphael. I am from the Pacific Northwest. I assume you were asking me. Although one never knows. Sometimes you could be talking with my chatty Cathys in the chat. My chatty Leanne and Vicky. Anyway. One more more shuffle, I swear. And then we're going to do Taurus. Again, no clarifications. Taurus at 1512. I feel like the majority of that time was just me talking. Okay. I do give my feeling, on the card, along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Ooh, that popped out. Interesting, interesting. Okay. This is for the week ahead for the sign of Taurus. The 26th through to the 1st. Okay, Taurus. Overall energy for this week ahead. We have number 14, caring connection. You're feeling the love, if you will. And it's pertaining to number 3, marriage. So, like, really feeling the love. We'll get into this. I mean, it could go all sorts of which ways. But I feel like you definitely feel like you are in a caring connection. Maybe it's going to lead to marriage. Maybe you're in a marriage. I would even go as far as to say maybe you're in a caring connection with somebody who's in a marriage. Like I said, it can go any which way. Let's get into it. We have the Fool card, Aries, Aquarius energy. That's taking a leap of faith, starting a brand new cycle. And I feel like you're starting a brand new cycle after the 5 of water. Well, the 5 of water is somebody who is allowing pain, heartache to wash over them. Let's not sit too much in this energy. Yes, feel your feels and move through them so that you can release them. You don't want to stuff them down and then carry them around for years on end. But you don't want to wallow in it either, right? So notoriously, this is 3 cups where somebody's focused on the things that didn't work out, but they're missing the fact that they have new opportunities. I don't feel like that's you. Interesting. I feel like you've gained the wisdom from whatever this is. And what I find, well, because I'm seeing pearls, and pearls for me is wisdom. But then I saw, well, first I saw the seahorse, and seahorses mate for life. But I found it interesting because it almost feels like that's it's almost like it's your higher self. I know that might sound silly, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. Like you have yourself, you're never alone. And I feel like you're garnering the wisdom from whatever things haven't worked out. Either way, you're starting a new chapter. You're moving through this heartache and pain. Again, if it pertained to a third party where somebody was in a marriage and you were maybe thinking that you were getting close to this person and maybe it didn't work out, that's not for everybody. But we have the 9 of water, wish fulfillment. So wish fulfillment, yes, but also emotional sovereignty. This is emotional sovereignty is no longer giving your power away. So you're no longer in the energy of you hurt my feelings. You broke my heart. No, what happened was a situation and it triggered an emotion within you, but you can choose to view, it's more or less perception. So, okay, let's say 2 people break up. Somebody can interpret that or perceive it as, woe is me, how devastating. They can internalize it like, I'm not good enough, or they didn't know what they had. Like, you can do it however way you want, right? Or you can choose to look at it and say, oh, that sucks. Like, I really enjoyed that person, but I know that everything happens for a reason and there must be something better out there for me. It's a perception, right? So the whole way that people react is not necessarily a one shoe fits all. And we choose how we feel in any situation. by our perception. Okay. However, I feel like you are taking that on. Like, no, I'm not going to let people, places, and situations. I'm not giving my power away anymore. I've got this, right? And wish fulfillment. And the wish fulfillment, which I find is interesting, is the World card. It's a completion of a cycle. Number 21, Capricorn, Aquarius energy. It's a time to celebrate because, oh, I started getting a song and then it switched to something else. Looks like we made it. That's not the song. It'll come back to me if it was meant to be. So the World card is, again, it's completing a cycle, something that was meant to teach you some form of a lesson or something that you've outgrown. And it's a time to celebrate because you're moving forward, new beginning. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 5, attachment. 2, pertaining to number 38, toil and labor. There's some kind of an attachment for you putting in far too much work, energy, and effort. And the first thing that I got was that you stay in a situation longer than you should be. Here we have this 3 of air. A heartbreaking situation. And in this 3 of air, specifically in this card, we have a third-party situation. And it doesn't mean cheating, but it does mean that somebody picked another person over you. Now, the question is, I'm just seeing a lot of 3s. So a third party doesn't have to be another person, but especially in the good tarot, I feel like it definitely could be. And the fact that we have a caring connection pertaining to a marriage. But the 3 of air is rejection, is protection. So it's all in the way that you perceive it. But I also feel like it's important to note with the 7 of earth, these are seeds you planted. This is something you participated in. Maybe it was something within you that drew this experience in, but it's meant to shift your perception. It's meant to change. It's meant to awaken you up to certain habits or situations that are on repeat in your life. And frankly, it did its job. I mean, you've completed the cycle. You've got the emotional sovereignty, or you're moving into that. With the Hierophant, it's a higher level of commitment, Taurus energy. That's you. But I feel like the higher level of commitment is going to be to yourself, really, because for whatever reason, I feel like you've got your pearls of wisdom, and I feel like it's almost like you know that you're never alone. So therefore you don't have to, and I don't want to say lower your standards, but that's what I'm getting. So you don't have to lower your standards in order to meet a criteria of another person. Interesting. Because I feel like you have some kind of an attachment of not letting go. Like it's over, it's done, but you're going to give it 5 more years. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's totally a Taurus thing. Like, you take forever to make your mind up. And once you've made your mind up, you rarely ever change your mind, regardless of what it is that you're moving through. I feel like for some of you, if it isn't a third party, this is your own personal relationship, and you've been through the ringer in this relationship, but you've moved through this cycle, and your attachment to overdoing it, holding on, is more of holding on to that false reality, that pain, that sorrow. And that's what took so long for this situation to heal and bloom and blossom into a new cycle, because you were still holding on to whatever situations may have transpired in the past, almost like labeling, like, you know, oh, you did this once or twice, or we engaged in this way once or twice, and now you're always the B word. Or, you know, you flirted with another person. Now I'm going to just, oh yeah, you're just provocative. It's like you're holding on to certain things that transpired at some point, as opposed to growing through them. So I feel like that could be two different stories. But the majority, I will tell you, there is a brand new cycle taking place. You finally moved through it. And hopefully you're releasing that desire to hang on, whether it's to continue forcing or staying blind in a situation that needs to end, and or that you're holding on to old situations that have been dead and gone, and you are just like reliving them, recreating them, or holding on to them. I heard for better or worse. Interesting. So, and then I heard litigation. Well-being card. The universe knows me, and the universe adores me. If you will allow it, you will feel the love that flows to you and through you. You are always seen, always understood, and always loved. That makes me think of that, like you're not alone. I don't know why that felt very spirit, but it did. Let's move on to Gemini, shall we? Well, that's good, Bernadette. I am also a Pisces, and we are last on the list. we are currently on Gemini. I already did Aries and Taurus, but Pisces is the last on the list. We'll get there. Water, not water. That's all right. Okay, shuffly, 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 so that we can get into lay Gemini. And I somehow mixed that all up. Okay, timestamp for Gemini, 2838. Gemini, this is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way, so always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or crosswatch for somebody that you are dealing with. Gemini, there are no clarifications because we would be here forever. La, la. Okay, I'm getting an interesting song. I don't know if I can even sing all the words because I don't necessarily know them, but it's la 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 dun 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 dun, and then I got high. I don't know all the words. La da 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 da. I know that part, so hopefully that was enough for you to understand, and maybe it makes sense to you. It feels very procrastination to me, like I was gonna do whatever, and then I got high. Maybe you are getting high. But I feel like if you're really getting to the nitty gritty of the song, it's like, I was going to do all these things, but insert explanation or excuse, if you will. So I feel like somebody's telling you to quit making excuses and get on the ball. We have the overall energy for this reading, number 32, Door to Spirit. And it is pertaining to number 8, False Person in the Reverse. I dig it. I dig it. I feel like you have either moved away from your own false persona of self, and or you've moved away from somebody else's false persona, or somebody's being real with you. Either way, it feels like it's opened the door to spirit, which is beautiful energy. I mean, yeah, the door's open. It's, are you going to embrace it and move with it and, you know, work with it, right? So we have the 5 of air. There was some kind of conflict, arguing, fighting, verbal. This is internal, of course, as within, so without. So mental arguing with your own self, or disagreeing with your own self, your commentary, your internal commentary. Maybe you're arguing with other people internally. Either way, it spews out into the 3D, into actual relations, if you will. That's all coming to an end. I feel like you put down the mask, frankly, but take it how it resonates. With the World card, Aquarius, Capricorn energy, moving through a new cycle, or I should say, exiting an old cycle, moving hopefully into a new one. We don't like to repeat cycles. This is a time for celebration. Okay, I don't know what that means. I heard you cleared the hole, but then I saw somebody golfing. And so I don't know. You cleared the hole. I don't really know golf terms. So I don't know if that's like, I don't know. It's not my message though, so that hopefully somebody will get that. With the Page of Fire, well, pages do definitely bring news. You could have some passionate news coming in, a new opportunity, something to that extent. But I feel more so than anything that this is you with passion, drive, desire, moving forward. Now it is a page, which is, well, I heard noob. I think that's a term that the young kids use to mean that it's novice. Somebody who is, well, it makes sense. You're starting a new cycle. So you're getting your grounding, your footing, but with passion, drive, desire, excitement, forward momentum, creativity. I heard this new chapter. This is where the new chapter begins. So in the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 6, contract, pertaining to number 31, bad health. And I'm just going to scooch right over to the 10 of air and then explain it all. You're definitely moving out of an old way of thinking or believing. It could have definitely caused health issues. And when you move out of that cycle, you'll notice that your health starts to improve. And one of the main reasons you could have been having health issues, whether it's you or somebody you're dealing with, is because that stress, that anger, that anxiety, that negative self-talk or negative commentary, as within, so without. So not only does it manifest out in your 3D, but especially if you're talking ill about others or yourself. And I mean, it could even be like, oh, what a jerk. You know what I mean? Any of those little, it comes back to you. And we build up stress and anxiety and fear and all of that. First, it'll reflect out in your 3D. But a lot of people internalize it and they hold on to that. And then it starts manifesting in your body. So it could be that there was some kind of a soul contract that you were meant to move through. The old way of thinking or believing could have been part of a past life contract that you were meant to, maybe in a past life, you were just like you never learned. You continuously were one of the most negative, angry, vile people. I'm just saying, I'm not like, this is not factual. I'm just giving an example. But you come into this life and that's part of your contract. That's part of something you still had to move through. And you're finally like, oh, let it go. But for a lot of you, it could have been that there was something that you were meant to move through pertaining to a health situation, be it yours or somebody else's. And it definitely, your thinking played a major role, but I feel like the contract is complete. The cycle is over. So whether this is your energy, which I feel like it is, or somebody you're dealing with, the false mask has come off. The old identity is being shed, and there is an embracing of your higher self or spirit to some extent. It's going to look different for everybody, whether, you know, you're just going to church, you're starting to meditate. It's going to look different for everybody. There is no wrong way, but it's allowed you to complete a cycle. Your well-being card, Gemini, is I can relax into my natural well-being. Bam. The essence of all that you appreciate is to The essence of all that you appreciate is constantly flowing into and creating your reality. As you appreciate, your state of appreciation opens more channels that allow you more for which to feel appreciation. As within, so without. So maybe in this new cycle, you're learning to express appreciation far more than negativity or anger or frustration, which will in turn enhance more things to be appreciative and grateful for in your 3D. Alrighty, let's move on to Cancer as I read the chat. Oh gosh, hold on one second. I gotta find where I left off. What decks am I using? Forgive me as I look at my wall because that's where the boxes are hung. Energy Oracle, that's this one. This is the Good Tarot. That is the Kipper deck. And then this is the Well-Being. What is my religion? I don't practice religion. I'm highly spiritual, but I don't believe religion and spirituality are the same thing. I don't join a group, if that makes sense, which I feel like is what religion is. I am my own group, me, myself, and I. Is that a golf term, Vicky? You cleared the hole? Or are you just looking something up? Because it could be different for different people. Like everybody's, whoever the message is for, it could mean something different. Like maybe it does pertain to golf, but. Okay, Cancer, timestamp, 39:25. 39:25. Cancer. This is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So please do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay. All right. Cancer. Overall energy for your reading, we have number 46, the thinking man, in the reverse. And it's pertaining to number 28, expectation. So I feel like there is well, I heard shut it down. So the thinking man to me is analytical. It's somebody who like weighs pros and cons and thinks their way through situations. In the reverse, it almost feels like you, well, as it says, shut it down. Like you're I would like to think that it means that you're following your intuition and guidance. But it almost feels like with Sat in that expectation energy that for some of you, you're shutting off your thinking and expecting the worst case scenario. And the reason I'm going to say that is because we have the 5 of air. That's fighting, arguing, overthinking. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I heard I go numb. So, no action is still not going to move you through something, right? Like, technically, yes, you can not engage in the arguing, the fighting, or even the mental acrobats. But there has to be an openness to receive. And although the thinking mind could be considered the air energy of overthinking, overanalyzing, he's holding a crystal. And that to me feels like higher mind. It feels more spiritual minded, what you should be attached to, open to receiving guidance or clarity through your higher sources. In the reverse, it almost feels like you've detached from that. You've detached from your higher faculties and you're expecting what you might really be getting, which is confusion, anger, frustration, fear, arguments, internal, external. Don't worry, it gets good in the underline. Spoiler alert. I'm going to hit you really hard down here, but then I'm going to bring out the sunshine when we get up here. The Messenger of Earth. Messenger of Earth is the slowest moving knight in the deck. They take their sweet time. So whatever this arguing, fighting, this overthinking, like, it's combative. It feels like there's a lot of internal and external negative dialogue taking place. And it's been going on for some time until finally we hit the 8 of water. Now, I'm not clarifying, so you're going to have to figure out what resonates in your life, but this is emotionally detaching. You're emotionally, and it took you a long time to get here, detaching from a person, place, or situation, or somebody's doing it to you. Take it how it resonates. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Oh, it's good. So I feel like you're probably the one that emotionally detached, because the emotional detachment is the 8 of water. And this is number 8, indecision. Now, I feel like when you've emotionally detached, there's going to be, which way do I go? Which direction? Or, you know, I guess I could look at that the other way too, that maybe they emotionally detached and you're now stuck here by your own self. Like, what do I do now? Either way, I do like this a lot, because either direction you move in has a butterfly on the sign. And butterflies to me is transformation. Doubling down on that transformation energy is number 19, coffin, which makes me feel as though the death card, Scorpio energy, transmutation, whatever, something has definitely come to an end finally. Because I feel like you checked out a long time ago from your higher faculties, from what was telling you, like your guides, like, hey, time to move on. Like, you just disconnected. It's done. You're moving on. You're shifting out of it, whatever it is. And again, I don't know if it's a person, place, situation, a whole freaking life. It doesn't matter. We do have the 3 of water, which is emotional and mental. But if anything, I feel like you've gained wisdom from whatever situation. Not only have you gained wisdom, but it feels like with the 3 of water, you're entering into a new soul tribe, community, but you're taking that wisdom with you. So it's not like it was for naught. It's not like you went through whatever that took forever and you're going to repeat it again. No, I feel like you're taking all that knowledge with you. I heard leaving is the hardest part. But then it gets really good. I'm just saying. With the 8 of Pentacles, this is you putting forth the work, energy, and effort towards the Queen of Air. Now, yes, this is an air sign. And although you could be dealing with a Libra, because it is specifically Libra, or have that in your chart, I feel like this is your energy. And the reason I feel like it's your energy is because I feel like you had disconnected. And once you've been energetically, emotionally, not even energetically, emotionally detached from whatever it was, you embody this energy. And I love this card. I love this card because we have the owl here, the wise old owl. But it's air energy, and air energy, it feels very angelic, but it's also having clarity and forward momentum. And although the Queen of Air is somebody who is willing to hear everybody's side of the story and be very diplomatic, at the end of the day, they're going to cut out people, places, and situations that just don't serve their highest good. So you've in essence turned this back on. Beautiful energy. And you're manifesting from that. You're manifesting from that, which is Gemini, Virgo energy, creation. You now are in alignment. So whatever indecision, it doesn't matter, because both of them have the butterfly. And what are you manifesting? Love. So this is notoriously the Lover's card, Gemini energy, but in the Good Tarot specifically, and what I feel, although yes, you could be calling in a soulmate connection or a new love romance situation, this is self-love. And she's embracing the lion, which for me, the lion is your strength. It's like you've taken your power back. And it took you a long time to get there. No shade. No judgment. I feel like we've all been there. I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Look for things to feel good about and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. Oh my gosh, now I'm getting that. I'm something, good vibration. Good. Is that the Beach Boys? Ah, good, good, good. Good vibration. Okay, moving on to Leo. Na 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 na. Now it's gonna be stuck in my head. All right, let me read some chatty chats. Leanne, you have work? I'm so happy for you. I mean, you really do need to let them know that I come first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm super happy for you. I know, right? Like, who does that? Morning. Yes, after Leo, Virgo. Alrighty, Leo at 5152. 5152. This is for the week ahead for the sign of Leo. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, moon, rising. I almost said Libra. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or crosswatch for somebody that you're dealing with. Again, this is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st for the sign of Leo. Ooh, nice. You're showing up strong in your underlying. Alrighty. Overall energy for your reading, Leo, is number 14, Caring Connection. And it's pertaining to number 4, Courtship. Interesting. We have the 3 of Water. Feels like you could have met your soul tribe. This is the energy of celebration. Maybe you met this person at a celebration, or you're celebrating something maybe over the weekend or over this week. But we have, ooh, nice, 3, 3. We have the Empress card, Taurus, Libra energy. So the Empress is going to be a time of fertility. So if you are in the age range and looking forward to or not wanting to, just be aware it could be a fertile time at this time. But it also really truly talks about giving birth to your dreams, turning your dreams into reality, grounding them in this 3D. It is creativity, joy, happiness, and it's abundance and prosperity, new beginnings. I heard hitting the ground running. So we have the 8 of Earth. Well, that's putting forth the work, energy, and effort. And it feels like it's all pertaining to this courtship, this connection, and it feels really good. The energy feels really good. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael. That is your stability, security, and feeling grounded. We have number 39, community. It's interesting because I feel like you truly feel grounded and stable in your community. I feel like there is, well, I heard safety in numbers. There's something that feels like it's really coming together for you. Clearly, because you're showing up strong in the sun. That's you, Leo. Happiness, joy, abundance, creativity. I mean, literally Leo for like the last month has been like the king or the queen of the come up. It's been amazing reading after amazing reading. But the sun, again, creativity, joy, happiness, abundance, like the happiest card in the deck. And then we have the Six of Fire. There could be something that you're being recognized for. Maybe you're the grounded and stable energy in this community that's bringing everybody together. I mean, depending on where you are, maybe something happened and you're like standing strong and the ray of sunshine for everybody. The Six of Fire for you is going to be some kind of recognition, being recognized, or receiving some kind of an award, maybe even a small level of fame. But I feel like it ties to the community. And we definitely have, like, this is just an amazing reading. Like, you've got this amazing connection. If you're not already in it, it's coming in this week. This is for the 26th through to the 1st. You're very grounded, stable. I heard mentor in your community. So maybe you're just a good mentor in your community. Either way, Leo, I have no prominent anything in Leo. Well, maybe I do. I think I have my, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It is not my work to control others. It is not my work to control others. Trying to limit anybody about anything defies the laws of the universe. It cannot be done. You cannot control others, but you can control and create your own reality. As within, so without. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to help somebody, that inevitably it's them who needs to make that decision. But other than that, I feel like your reading is absolutely freaking amazing. And maybe that wasn't even a message for you. Maybe it was a message that you're going to convey to somebody else. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. That was the shortest reading because it was the best so far. Let me go ahead and read the chat. That was Leo. We're moving on to Virgo. So far I've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. I am moving on to Virgo. And then we will have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left to do. There are no classifications. There are no clarifications because we'd be here forever. But I do clarify on Wednesdays, and on the occasion that I do a Pick a Card Monday, I clarify on those as well. Also, the monthlies and mid-monthlies. February monthlies are already out. If you haven't checked those out, they are already uploaded. Interesting. I just got, and I don't know who this is for, but I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. Maybe somebody's just now going to get a Band-Aid, or maybe feeling as if they're stuck on somebody or something. All right. Virgo at 58:48. I need to take a sip. I'm a little parched. Okay. Virgo. Week ahead. Ooh, let's pick one. That's a lot of cards. We'll see. 26th through to the 1st, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So do take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to, how do you want me to do it? Okay. Feel free to watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Virgo. I feel like I'm getting like a paper cut from shuffling. overall energy for this reading, we have rest and rejuvenation, number 19. This also talks to me about needing to meditate and take guidance, but definitely resting, because it's pertaining to number 35, pathway in the reverse. So there was some kind of pathway that you closed down, or it has been closed down. Something is not open to you at this time, or you've walked away from it. It's interesting because whatever it was transformative, but it's been shut down or closed down. We have the 8 of water. There's been an emotional detachment, a walking away, whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, because you were looking for the 9 of water, which I like to see. I like seeing going from the 8 to the 9, something that emotionally was just not working for you. You're like, no, I'm going to move to the 9. I'm moving up in the world. This is emotional sovereignty. This is about becoming single for some of you and really detaching. Now, this could be you or somebody you're dealing with. Take it how it resonates. But it feels like there was some pathway, again, that either you closed down or somebody else closed down, and you're in the energy of rest and rejuvenation, healing, taking your energy back. And that's literally what you're doing with the 9 of water. It is also wish fulfillment. And we're moving towards the 9 of earth. Wow. I like this. I like we have 2 wish fulfillment cards. One is financially, one is emotional. Well, financial and energy, I will say. But they're also 9s, and 9s to me are endings. Now, yes, I know that the 10 of every suit, if you will, is what marks an ending, the end of a cycle. But 9s actually are the beginning of the end, if you will. So I feel like whatever this was meant to transpire, whether you shut down the path or somebody else did. It feels very strongly led and guided. Wish fulfillment, like you're moving in the right direction. You're heading towards the new cycle. You finally emotionally detached from something. The pathway was closed by you or somebody you're dealing with. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 53, Magician in the Mirror. So Magician and the Mirror in this deck specifically talks to me about as within, so without, the mirror principle. What you're seeing outside of you is a direct reflection of what you're creating, what you're manifesting, where you are, your masculine, your feminine, your emotional, your mental. It's all reflected in your 3D. And that's pertaining to number 10, journey. And I heard what a journey it's been. And then I heard what a wonderful world it will be. So the journey card is, it's a journey, frankly, to open up to understanding the mirror principle, where as within, so without. And I feel like this new journey is leading you not only on an emotional healing, but also a spiritual awakening. We have the messenger of water. So I feel like you definitely are receiving guidance, intuition, downloads. But it's a movement, and you're moving towards a queen of water energy, which to me feels very much like North Node, South Node energy. Currently, we are South Node Virgo, and moving towards North Node Pisces. What in essence that means is there's something very Virgo about you that you're needing to kind of shed and move more towards a spiritual aspect of self, more towards, I'm not saying don't be grounded and stable, but I'm saying there's a need to not be so grounded and stable that you open up to more of a spiritual path. With the Queen of Water, it is specifically Cancer, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I feel like this is all about embracing your spiritual side, being open to receiving spiritual gifts, and intuition, for sure, following your intuition. I definitely feel like this is a major journey for you. You're definitely headed in the right direction. Whether you closed the path or somebody else did, it was meant to take place. The emotional detachment was meant to take place. And you are now in an energy on a journey of seeing how you're creating. I guess we'll read them all because 3 came out. But I'm going to read them fast. So get ready. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Feeling good indicates your connection to clarity, wellness, and an abundance in all good things. Feeling good is your most natural core belief. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. You are extensions of source energy here in these magnificent physical bodies. The amazing diversity of your time-space reality provides the perfect balance from which to create and attract. There has never been a better time to be upon your planet. I agree. The measure of my success is my joy. The amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful contributor. All right, we are going to move on to Libra. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay. There really wasn't a whole lot for me to catch up on in the chat. Let's timestamp it. Libra at 6813. Libra. Of course. Libra. Woo. I feel like I should turn that over. This is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or, ooh, that was a lot, cross-watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Hello, shadows of you. Oh, shadows of you, shadows of me. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Okay, Libra. I feel like your whole story just hit right here. Wow. Definitely coming into balance, I'll tell you that much. Libra, overall energy. We have the door to romance coming in for you at number 33. And I have to make mention that you have 2 6s in your underlying, and currently there's 6 people watching with 6 likes. And I feel like that means something. Although, like, I know I'm totally bragging with only 6 people watching right now. But anyway, I felt the need to mention that. You could be seeing a lot of sixes at this time. It is a number of balance. So the door to romance, and it's pertaining to number 7, messages. I feel like you're definitely, you could be flirting or corresponding with somebody that's making you feel that romance, that energy within. I know we're not in February yet, but we are headed to the one day of the year that it's all about love. Um, However, I feel like there could also be some kind of shift in Venus, and I couldn't tell you what it is, but I'm receiving that message. So it could pertain to something that you're going through with Venus enhancing your emotions at this time. We have number 21, the World card. Definitely time to celebrate. You've ended an old cycle. Capricorn, Aquarius energy. Not only did you end an old cycle, which means like you've graduated out of some old cycle that you just were on repeat, some kind of a shift in your programming or paradigm. But we have number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. This is an energy of forward momentum, unexpected progress, literally that comes out of nowhere. Sometimes even a windfall out of nowhere. Just bam, here it is. Pertaining to the 2 of water. So whether you're in a relationship or not, I feel like there's a new spark if you're already in a relationship. For some of you, like something gets reignited. For others, it could be somebody coming in. We do have the Tower card. This is Scorpio, Aries energy. Again, this energy of seemingly shifts taking place out of nowhere. And it feels almost like, oh, I heard cataclysm. This is the energy of something that is taking place. It all feels like it started with you ending this cycle. So whatever learning you needed to do or shifting, once that transpired, there's forward momentum, especially when it comes to relations and romance for sure, which created like another shift and change again that comes out of nowhere. And this is life changing. This isn't just some little like blurb. The Tower is life changing. Major shifts and changes in your life. With the Magician card, Virgo, Gemini energy, alchemy. It's like you're creating from this brand new clarity. For some of you, you could have a Gemini coming in for you, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I honestly, this is your energy. It's like you've man or womaned up. You know what I mean? And you've got clarity. And you're not only, I feel like, speaking your truth, but seeing the truth. Like you've got this defined presence about you. And Libras are notorious for being very diplomatic, but sometimes they push that into being people pleasers because they don't like conflict. If that was you, you don't have that problem anymore. It feels like you definitely are creating something from a vision, but not just a 3D, like, oh yeah, this is what I want. Ego energy, it feels higher vision. Because I'm getting the song, is it Bring Me a Higher Love? I don't even know who sings that. Bring me a higher love. I don't know. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 12, the Templed Path. And it's pertaining to number 4, courtship. Well, there is some kind of a relationship that is taking place on your templed path. Again, it could be the reigniting of a current one. Could be one coming in for you. But the templed path, again, is walking in tandem with your highest self, your destiny, your fate. And that's when these 2 6s come in, which, again, from looking at my screen, we still have 2 6s. The 6 of Earth and the 6 of Air. So the 6 of Earth is all about balance, of course, but it's receiving some kind of a windfall. So there could be some kind of a financial gain taking place, or like a loan coming through. Either way, it brings balance into your life. And the Six of Air is moving into calmer emotional and mental waters after a time of what might have been very difficult. Whatever cycle you ended feels like it could have been a tough cycle for you. But I feel like you have leveled up in your energy and brought balance and love. Definitely on your temple path. Libra, it is not my responsibility to convince anyone of anything. Make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experiences that you choose, and allow all others to do the same. I feel like that was necessary for you. The law of attraction, the most powerful universal law, is my friend. Oh. You create with every thought. By the universal law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn. You are attracting the essence of whatever you are giving your attention to, wanted or unwanted. All right, we're moving on to Scorpio. I'm going to have to listen to that song when we're done. Bring me a higher love. Yeah, I sing all around the house and annoy my household. I sing in the car and then I like crank it up. And yeah, I was in choir for many a moons when I was in like high school and middle school. I'd say maybe 4 years. I did 4 years of choir. But I was not like in some amazing I just don't think that my family appreciates my talent. Let's just say that. Whatever, it's good for the soul. It's what's good for me that's good for the gander. I like the music cranked. Well, I feel like it depends, because sometimes people listen to music that I feel energetically is draining. So it has to be like a good, you know, and I don't tend to listen to the sad, you know, woe is me songs. I'm all about inspiration and upbeat. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that was, but it worked. Okay. Scorpio at 78:30. Yeah. Finish my last little shuffly shuffle for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. This is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st of February. I know it's February, but it's spelled February, so, you know, pronounce it how it's spelled. Anyway, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little parched. Okay. Overall energy for this upcoming week, Scorpio, is number 23. All tied up. Overthinking, overanalyzing, stuck in fear. And it's pertaining to sudden wealth, which came out sideways. So I find that a little interesting. The reason I find it interesting is because you're overthinking or stressing about sudden wealth. Now, is this sudden wealth that may be coming to you? Like, are you meant to be receiving something, or you think you might be, or you're worried that you won't be? That's the energy I'm feeling. Like, it isn't necessarily yours. You haven't received it yet. And that's kind of what's got you all tied up. But please do remember that as what you think about, what you focus on, you're going to create. So if you're fearful, you're going to create it. If you're like, it's mine, but even like, regardless of what happens, everything's going to work out for the best and highest good. Not stressing, not fearing. We have a King of Air. You could be dealing with a Gemini or have that in your chart. This is an energy of somebody who, I heard is very opinionated. It's the energy of somebody who, they're very black or white. They're very analytical. They speak their truth. I always emphasize their truth. It's also the energy of somebody who's willing to cut out people, places, and situations that don't serve them. So you could be embodying this energy, or you could be dealing with this person. Take it how it resonates. With the Six of Air, I feel like you are, this is a rite of passage, moving into calmer emotional and mental waters. Moving away from the fear, the stress, the anxiety, the overthinking, the overanalyzing. I heard controlling behavior. Interesting. With the Queen of Water. So are you dealing with another water sign? This is specifically Cancer, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it could definitely be your energy, or you could be dealing with another water sign. But that's what you're moving towards. So are you moving towards embracing your own energy, being more of a force in your own strength, taking your power back? Just from where I'm sitting, it feels like you're moving out of this energy into a Queen of Water, back into your own energy. Highly intuitive, feeling really deeply, energetically, following your intuition. You could definitely have Gemini in your chart or have strong air in your chart. Because I do feel like on some level you are embodying this King of Air, especially if you're in the energy of all tied up. So in your underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may, ouch, not be aware of. I think I just yanked my freaking hair out. Number 48, Angel of Balance. And it's pertaining to number 8, False Person. I feel like you're coming into balance and you're seeing somebody for who they truly are. Now, this says false person. I feel like it's a fake person. I feel like there's somebody. Okay, now I'm seeing Clue. Like the game board Clue. Like the whodunit. So I don't know if this person is likes that kind of stuff, or if you're in the energy of back in your own energy of being able to snuff out the rat. And I don't know where that came from, but I feel like there's something pertaining to you're getting to the bottom of something, and it's energetic. Like you're moving out of, I almost wonder if somebody had you spinning head games, like they put you more in this energy. Or it could be an air sign you're dealing with, so take it how it resonates. But I feel like you were up in your head, overthinking, overanalyzing, and not using your higher faculties, your intuition and your guidance. Maybe depending on how close this person is to you, you didn't want to, maybe you shut them off, but it was like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm moving back. I'm taking my power back. Me and my power are moving out of this emotional and mental kerfunkery. But I feel like you've come back into balance and you're snuffing out the false person. With the messenger of earth, I feel like this is a slow moving, like it's taking time, and this has possibly been going on for a long time. But I will tell you that we have an emperor here. It could be, and I feel like this is who you're snuffing out. I don't feel like this is you embodying this energy, Aries energy specifically. But I feel like it's somebody who, it could be a boss. It could be somebody who holds a title. Somebody who likes to be in control or in charge, likes to be the boss, whether they are or not. This is a description of the kind of energy this person embodies. Like they like to be in control, in charge. They like to be the boss. They like to have a say in everything. They could even try to control you. Well, clearly I feel like they were. I mean, up in your headspace and all. You're figuring out who this person is. You're also understanding the illusion that you were under. And again, this could have been a long time coming. Whoever this person is, however long they've been in your life. I mean, it could be a relative. It could be a boss. It could be a best friend. It could be a significant other. Either way, you're finally coming back into balance and using your higher faculties to snuff this person out. As far as the sudden wealth goes, it could be pertaining to that boss energy and you're up in your head about it. But I feel like the reason you're up in your head is because somebody's playing you. Take that how it resonates. Dog's barking next door. Okay. I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. That's true. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Looking for things to feel good about, and look for things to feel good about, and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. I feel like somebody else got that. Couldn't tell you who, but check your other placements. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. Hi, Leanne. Welcome back. Mr. Carter. Again, you're probably far too young to know what that is. Welcome back. I don't think that was the name of the show. Was it the name of the show? I don't know if that was Mr. Carter. I don't think that was it. It was something else. I don't remember. I don't know if the neighbor is home or not, but that dog was out there barking for like a good 45 minutes before I started recording. Oh, it is welcome back, Carter. Oh, who cares how you spell it? I'm just happy I got the name right. And clearly, I'm not the only person who remembers that show. I feel like shows back then were so much better. Like, I still watch The Golden Girls on occasion when I watch TV, which is very rarely. But if I were to watch TV, it would be The Golden Girls or Laverne and Shirley or I don't know. I feel like that might be it for right now. The King of Queens is not older. Well, I guess, I don't know. It's like I forget how many years have gone by. For you, it's older. Okay, let's move on to Sag at 9012. Sagittarius, this is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Oh, a year after I graduated high school. Okay, Saggies. Saggy-mawaggies. Overall energy for your reading is number 21, strategy. Digging it. Strategy, and it's pertaining to number 27, unexpected income, and number 8, false person. So I definitely feel like there's some kind of a strategy taking place. That's interesting. Are you dealing with a Scorpio? Anyways, there is some kind of strategy when it comes to some unexpected income coming in, and somebody who could be how do I express that? Okay, somebody who is coming in pretending to be somebody that they're not to get something, possibly some kind of finances. The exact wordage I got was in it to hit it and quit it. However, I don't know that this is necessarily going to be a relationship or that. But I guess if you want to broaden what that could mean, you know, like in it to be like your buddy and then, you know, get what they want and bail. So I feel like there's an awareness unless they're strategizing, unless they're in the strategy energy. So take that how it resonates. We do have patience. Number 14, Sagittarius energy. That's you, divine timing. You're not rushing into anything. You are doing your due diligence. You're putting one foot in front of the other. It's interesting because it's pertaining to a king of water. Are you dealing with a Scorpio? This is specifically Pisces, so you could be dealing with any water sign. But I feel like that could be who's attached to that energy. Specifically Pisces, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the reason I just keep thinking Scorpio is because they got the false person. But in their reading, I felt like the false person was somebody else. But now I'm wondering if that was a cross-watcher reading. So take it how it resonates. Either if you're even dealing with a Scorpio, you don't have to be. But again, theirs had to do with finances, being up in their headspace, and here we are with the false person energy again. So either way, I feel like there's patience and it's pertaining to a water energy. If it's not specifically a Pisces, it could be just the energy, somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic, kind, caring, compassionate, highly intuitive. Anyway, there's arguing and fighting and definitely divine timing at play, but I'm wondering if not so much divine timing, it's more you in your energy. This is Sagittarius energy, and just pacing yourself. Strategy, pacing, just not overindulging, just going not necessarily with the flow, but you're not rushing. You're just like very methodical, strategizing. And I wish we were clarifying at this point because I am intrigued. What is this fighting and arguing? Is it in your own head? Is it with this person? Interesting. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 38, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is your heart chakra. There could have been some kind of issue pertaining to your heart, to your chest, or even just heartbreak or heartache that caused some kind of sickness or illness. I know you can actually feel your heart break when you have a traumatic experience for sure. But your 4th chakra is pertaining to number 31, bad health. We have the Ace of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is a brand new opportunity. I heard a new lease on life, but brand new opportunity in the 3D, something coming in for you. The unexpected income makes sense, some kind of a windfall. With the Justice card, balance. Maybe it's something you're due, and that's justice coming in. Receiving something that balances the scales between you and another person or another situation. Either way, like I said, it's unexpected income and it's balancing the scales. Libra energy. I'm very intrigued because I'm like, I feel like I'm sucked in. I want to clarify. I'm not going to because there's like 8 signs ahead of yours or more that didn't get clarifications, and that just wouldn't be fair. But now I'm like, tell me what's going on. Like, I want to know. Feeling a little nosy. I'll be honest with you. So at the end of the day, there's definitely unexpected income coming in with strategy. There is a false person, whether it's you or somebody you're dealing with. Patience, divine timing. I feel like that's you. You're like just making your way. Definitely dealing with a water sign and or an emotional fighting, arguing, combative energy. There definitely is something pertaining to bad health and something with your heart chakra, which is your emotions, right? And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be like some extreme, some extreme like a heart attack or anything like that. It could just be that there was something so significant that it caused some kind of ongoing health issue, or I mean, you could get so upset and so depressed or so whatever that you bring on sickness or ailments. But you're receiving some kind of financial abundance coming in and justice. It's balancing the scales. So I don't know if you're the false person. If it's somebody you're dealing with, you're going to know if you are strategizing in order to manipulate, control, or if you're pretending to be somebody that you're not, and or if it's somebody else you're dealing with that could be a water sign, possibly a Scorpio. Just saying, go watch the reading. That's all I'm asking. If it's not them, be like, nope, totally not my story. But if it is, I expect a freaking comment in the comment section to explain. I want to know. Like, I'm curious. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. No, we're not moving on to Capricorn. You have a well-being card. I can always reach for a thought that feels better. Bam. Your decision to reach for a thought that feels good is a powerful decision, for it serves you in many ways. The better feeling thought reverberates within you, opening passageways to well-being that reach far beyond this one good feeling thought. So think good thoughts. All right, now we're on to Capricorn. Capricorn in the house. Do a little shuffle, shuffle. Oh my God, I used to watch Matlock and Perry Mason. Anybody remember Perry Mason? I used to fake migraines in elementary school so that I would go home and be with my mom, and she would make me macaroni soup, and we would watch Perry Mason and what was it? The Price is Right. Them was the good old days. I also liked Rhoda. I'm trying to think if there was any other one. I don't know. My sister always watched The Love Boat or some other one that I never liked. I can't remember what it was. Hollywood Square. I don't know if I remember that. No. You know why I don't remember Disney coming on ever? Because my stepfather insisted that we watch MASH. Yes. I watched MASH growing up. I almost forgot my most favorite show ever, The A-Team and MacGyver. And my sister liked MASH, probably because we were forced to watch it all the time. But, yeah, I was never a fan of MASH. Yeah, my stepdad, it was MASH. It was like... And then we got a second TV, like, finally, a small one. Because we had that TV... that was in, like, the humongous oak, like, wood frame. And then we got this second TV that I think we all had to, like, or at least me and my sisters had to share, kind of. A long time ago. That's when Atari was, like, the game, you know, and 8 tracks and all that stuff. Okay. Let's move on. Capricorn at 102.24. Capricorn. This is for the week ahead, the 26th through to the 1st of February. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So do take what resonates and leave what does not. I do give my... I just said that. What I meant to say... I don't know what I meant to say. Let's just zip it. I mean, yeah, watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross-watch it for somebody you're dealing with. But you got to understand. I have 2 more signs left to do. Okie dokie. Holy bananas. All right. Need to take a sip. Overall energy for this upcoming week. We have financial constraints. Oh, number 13. Pertaining to number 23, courthouse in the reverse. There could be a judgment that didn't necessarily go in your favor, or like an ending to something. It just feels like there's no judgment, or judgment hasn't been reached yet. And either way, I feel like even if it's not financial constraints, like for some of you, you could be strapped, you know, having a little bit like maybe paycheck to paycheck, or, I mean, it's not financial nothings, it's constraints. Like, so things could feel tight at this time. But I feel like, that's going to shift and change for you, especially as we get into your underlying energy. But also get out of that energy. Just know that everything is working out for your best and highest good. We have the messenger of air. I feel like you're receiving some kind of clarity or guidance. I feel like you need to follow it. Definitely. With the 2 of earth, there's there's kind of like a balancing act, taking on a little bit too much, over exerting yourself mentally, emotionally, and energetically. I feel like this could be more that less is more. So tone it back a little bit. Have more faith. Follow your intuition. We have the Queen of Earth. That's you. Straight up. Capricorn. That is you in a nutshell. You are the Queen of Earth. Just saying. So you're showing up very strong in your reading. I almost feel like you could have somehow brought the financial constraint on, not just with your overthinking or fear or stress, but almost feeling like you had to shift or control external things as opposed to internal. Like, as opposed to having that faith of everything's working out for my best and highest good, the best paying job is coming, the bonus is cut. Like, being in that positive mindset, it was more, oh my gosh, I have to rush out and do this or force this or control this, or, but it was coming from a place of fear. So I feel like that was a message for somebody. Let's get to the good stuff. Like, come on. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 51, Healer of the Ages, and it's pertaining to number 39, Community. Well, that's interesting. Are you going to be a healer in your community, or are you going to be surrounded by a community that feels very healing energetically? You'll have to take that how it resonates. With the Hanged Man, you're gaining a new perspective, Pisces energy. Not only are you gaining a new perspective, but with the Ace of Air, that is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you're receiving guidance, downloads, intuition, a new way of thinking, new belief systems coming through. Pertaining to what? Number 6. Sixes are balance, Gemini energy, love, self-love, also romantic love, and moving towards the 9 of Earth, a wish fulfillment. Not only wish fulfillment, but being able to be prosperous energetically, but also financially, and being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Star card, Aquarius energy. Again, wish fulfillment. Told you, like, let's get into the underlying because it feels just so much more, ooh. So whatever this financial constrainty energy that you're in, get out of it, because it's about to shift and change, and you're just prolonging the shift and change by being in there. Follow your intuition, your guidance. Don't overdo it. There's no need to break your back. Just be in that. Or if you are going to overdo it, then be happy and grateful and appreciative the whole time, so that you're just doubling down on whatever. But less is more. I feel like that's important. Less is more. I feel like you're definitely in your strength and in your power, grounded, stable. And it could be you that's healing your community, or you're just being embraced by a community, a healing energy in your community. You're definitely viewing things differently, with clarity, precision, I heard, truth, honesty, and it pertains to not only soulmate connections, love, but your own self-love, which is, I feel like you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. You're in a major shift and change, and you have faith in the future, and you are going to receive your wish fulfillment. Ooh. The universe knows me, and the universe adores me. If you will allow it, excuse me, you will feel the love that flows to you and through you. Yeah, possibly from your community. Just saying. You are always seen, always understood, and always loved. I feel like somebody else got that. Whoever had the card, the 5 of Cups, I think that had the seahorse, I feel like had that card. Anyways, Aquarius energy. Or Aquarius. We're moving on to Aquarius. Hi, Dawn's. Dawn's Journey. Welcome. Ooh, Murder Murder, She Wrote. That was a good one. I don't remember that show, but I remember In the Heat of the Night. Maybe I'm singing it wrong. I don't know. Oh, Taurus. Maybe it's an earth thing, or maybe you have Torheat in your chart. Oh wait, that was you. That was you, Capricorn. Leanne. Sometimes I forget who's until, you know, it hits me that it's somebody's sign. All right, I'm almost done shuffling and we will get into the Aquarius, and then we just have Pisces left. Aquarius and then Pisces. And happy Friday, by the way. Thank you all for joining me early. I know I used to do 6. I'm feeling the 4 o'clock now. I feel like that switch is coming because eventually we'll head into summer or longer evenings where it doesn't get dark by 5 o'clock. And it'll be nice to, you know, not be here until, although I don't think it matters. I just felt the need to start early. That's all. But it will be nice. Okay. Aquarius at 111.36. 111.36. Ooh, 111. All right. This is for the 26th through to the 1st for the sign of Aquarius. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra. Libra, why do I keep saying that? Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra. Probably because I'm a Libra rising, but Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or crosswatch for somebody that you're dealing with. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta laugh. That's just funny. That's just funny. Okay. Aquarius, overall energy. You have 2 energies. So I feel like they're both yours, but it could be yours and somebody else's. Take it how it resonates. We have the number 12, Temple Path. You're definitely on your path. With number 38, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. That's your heart chakra. So I feel for some of you, you're definitely, there is a heart chakra healing taking place, something pertaining to the heart. But you're definitely on your temple path and following your heart with high honor. Whatever it is that's on your temple path, I feel like you're going to receive some kind of recognition or be considered of high honor in some respect, or you're perceiving it as a high honor, whatever it is that you're moving into, like feeling honored that you are, this is your path, like just this overwhelming feeling of feeling like it's a major honor, whatever it is that you were chosen to do on your destined path. We have the Page of Air. I feel like you're receiving clarity, guidance, truth. Pages bring news. So I definitely feel like you have laser focus on forward momentum, but your truth, your clarity, your understanding. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. This is all about something getting moving after a time of stagnancy. It's kind of like a major progression taking place after maybe a time of no movement at all. And it's interesting because I feel like it's coming after this clarity that comes in for you. With the King of Air, that's your energy. It's specifically Gemini, but it's Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel like this is you with that razor focus. Ooh, I heard you're preparing for the age of Aquarius. I don't actually know when we move into it, whether it's going to be in our lifetime or not. Frankly, I don't think it necessarily matters. You can embody energy whenever you so desire. But I feel like this is something you were born for. Well, I heard born with, um, but definitely born for. Um, interesting, twofold. Yeah, whatever you're moving into, you were born for, but you were also born with it. It could have just been a matter of unlocking it. The King of Air, clarity, concise, truth, definitely connected to the higher realms of thinking, outside of the box, being able to almost kind of plug into the ether, if you will. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 24, adjacent possibilities, and it's pertaining to number 34, occupation. Well, you definitely have a bunch of different opportunities or possibilities when it comes to whatever work or occupation you're going to be doing. I feel like it does pertain to your templed path, but I feel like it could play out in many different ways. There's a lot of different ways that this could be approached, or well, I heard used actively, which I feel like is in reverse order, like actively used, but I heard used actively. Okay, for the prolongment of humankind. I feel like that's somebody's message. We have the 4 of water, and then we have the 3 of earth. Now, I feel like the 4 of water is that you've been through some experiences that taught you a lot of lessons, that you're no longer interested in for. I feel you're waiting for that next opportunity, and I feel like it's here. Because the 3 of Wands is all about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for that next opportunity. And again, I feel like whether the emotional options that came through pertained to different, like maybe you've gone down different paths and you're like, okay, not a fan of this one, not a fan of that one. And you've been waiting for like the next one to come through. I feel like it's here. And with the 3 of fire, again, it's passion, drive, it's desire, it's movement forward, it's creativity. And I feel like this could be it. The measure of my success is my joy. Somebody else already got this card as well. The amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful contributor. It's interesting because I have this whole freaking deck and we are only going through 12 signs and somebody already got it. All right, we're moving on to Pisces. As I shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I would almost feel like it would correlate more with the nodes. But I could be wrong. Because roughly in a year and a half, the nodes will shift into Aquarius and whatever the opposite sign of Aquarius is, which would be Leo, right? Yeah, Leo. But I could be wrong. I don't know. And I think most people are just guessing. I don't know that they actually know. But I feel like we'll know when we're in it, for sure. And I don't feel like it's like like, okay, and now we're in it. I think it's a buildup. I think it's a slow progression. Like, I feel like we're probably already feeling the energies of it. There's already a shift that's been taking place for years. I just don't think that we're in it yet. But I definitely feel like we've been moving into maybe even the outskirts of it. I don't know. You're so funny. I'm just Googling. I'm just here for the Google responses. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. My thumbs hurt. I feel like the cold air is like drying them out, and then shuffling, it's like, I don't know, they hurt. I feel like I need to moisturize. Moisturize. Okay, Pisces. 1:20:48. 1:20:48. Oh, we've made it to Pisces. And we're just awesome. So, end of reading. Just kidding. Just kidding, kind of, about the end of reading. We'll go ahead and do the reading. Pisces, this is for the 26th through to the 1st. Down it goes. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to... Ooh, why is everybody getting the fall? Oh... We'll get into that in a minute. What was I saying? Feel free to watch other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I might have just said that. Or cross-watch for somebody that you're dealing with. And then I got struck with the idea that you could be dealing with either a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Okay. So, Pisces. Overall energy for this upcoming week, we have number 29, the World in the reverse. So the World is notoriously known as completing a cycle, but it feels like in the reverse, you're not completing it. Or maybe you are going back over some old... Ooh. Interesting. North Node is in Pisces. It could correlate in some respect. There could be some final things that you need to move through before you close out a cycle. Maybe you're going back over some things. Either way, we have number 9, change. So there's a change or a move or a shift taking place. But you're in the energy of... It almost feels like change, like changing something out of a cycle, like going back over something. I heard re-recording history. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the movie's called. It might be actually called The Umbrella Men or Umbrella Group. But I'm seeing men walking, they're like time travelers or time jumpers or something. And they have briefcases and umbrellas. I feel like that could be for somebody, but the gist of what I'm getting at is that there's something that you're mutating, shifting, changing, pertaining to a timeline or a cycle. You're changing it. You're changing something in an old cycle. Let's get into it. I feel like that was a little deep. We have the Empress, number 3, Taurus, Libra energy. This is a time of fertility for some of you. Excuse me. You could be fertile, literally, at this time, or with somebody who's fertile. So take that how it resonates. But really, it's about bringing your dreams and desires into reality, giving birth to your dreams and your desires. It also does talk about prosperity and abundance and new beginnings. Definitely Venetian energy. We have the Four of Earth. There's something you've been holding on to. And it's the Ace of Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some kind of a grounded, stable. I feel like there's something that you are turning into reality. I feel like you are creating something you've been holding on to for some time into reality. And maybe there was something in your timeline or some cycle that you needed to go revisit or change in order to pull this together. We, in the underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 4, happy family. And it's pertaining to number 8, false person. So maybe you've been pretending to be happy in a family situation, or somebody in your family situation has been pretending. Now, family can be a lot of things. It can be husband, wife with kids. It can be brother, sister, cousin, uncle. Like, it can be friends. Friends can be family, right? So you're going to have to take it how it resonates. But there was some kind of a heartbreaking situation that took place with possibly an Aries, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. So now I'm almost wondering if you have some kind of a circle taking place with a Sagittarius and possibly a Scorpio. Go watch those signs. This could be intertwined in that somehow. There is a fire energy that there was some kind of heartbreak or heartache and something that you needed to move through or move past. Or you're moving through and moving past. It is something that could have come bubbling up to the surface after some time, an old wound that needed to be healed. It could even be what needed to be re-shifted or changed in your timeline in order for you to move forward. Something pertaining to family or an idea of family. Maybe it's not even a person. Maybe it's the energy of passion, right? Maybe there's something pertaining to passion that needs to be healed, something that transpired at some point in family. I mean, take it how it resonates, but it's sadness and sorrow and spilled cups, something that didn't pan out, that you never, I don't think, moved past at some point. That's why you're moving back through the cycle to change, whether you're changing your perception or shifting timelines. Like, I have no idea. I just feel like there's something pertaining to the fire energy or a fire sign. Again, Aries specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag, but it's also magic. It's passion, it's drive, it's desire. It's your creativity. Yeah. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. Okay. We have I can't clarify, or I'd be here for an extra like 6 hours, Vicky. And you do know a Pisces. It's me, and I'm amazing. Just thought I'd share that. Just kidding, kind of. I'm not really kidding, but okay, the main event isn't the destination. It's my joyous journey. I'm going to read that again. The main event isn't the destination. It's my joyous journey. Yeah, it's not getting to the end, because then you just want something different. It's literally the journey it takes to get to the end. You did not come forth seeking assignments to complete. You came forth for reason to flow and to love and enjoy life. Even though you will return home at the end of any vacation, the idea of your holiday is not to complete it as quickly as possible so that you can check it off your to-do list. The idea of your vacation and of this life experience is to have a joyous experience, to enjoy the journey. Okay. Well, you missed amazingness. Just saying. Honestly, I don't know. You just have to rewind a smidgy. I think from, I don't know what your time looks like. My time, I think, plays differently than your time. But it started at 1:20:48 if our time is the same. I will put timestamps in though as well. I don't feel like it was relationship issues. I felt like it was wholly spiritual, moving through, shifting through timelines and becoming aware that there was either something pertaining to current or past that was a false person that could have been heartbreaking or something to that extent. But I feel like there's a clarity or an awareness and a movement through it. Well, it's also perception. Different people perceive things differently. Did Leanne like bail again? Leanne, are you here? Like, I'm super happy that you have a job and stuff, but like, I feel like I was your boss first. I'm totally kidding. Now that you're here, I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. Just so that we're clear, I look so much better in my phone reflection than I do on my YouTube reflection. Just thought I'd mention that. I'm tired too. My thumbs hurt. Actually, I think we do the readings now during her nap time. I think that's what it is. I'm like, oh, she takes her nap time around this time. Well, I'm going to start my readings then. I'm just kidding. I didn't really like put 2 and 4 together. All right. Oh, thank you. Shadows of your shadows of me, shadows of you. I cannot say it correctly. Like, I can't even say my own name correctly right now. I truly appreciate you all for hanging out and joining me. No, I cannot. You can ask a question, but I only respond with super chats, or you can go to the description box, Brinley or whatever, and request a personal reading. But I'm actually not going to do a super chat at this point. I'm getting off. I have mush for brains and my fingers hurt. So I will be back on Monday, possibly. If not, definitely on Wednesday, and always on Fridays. So if you are interested in a personal reading, you can go to the go in the description box or the about section or information section, whatever it is on my page, and find out information on how to contact me for that. That being said, I will see you all later. Thank you again.